People will be watching around the world because this is one of those exquisite human moments of rare happiness, which will give rise to cautious hope that this can be the beginning of something where all of the hostages will go home, those who are alive and the remains of those who did not survive, so that their family knows at least what happened. And then the hundreds of Palestinian prisoners who will go home. Many of them have been languishing in prison under administrative detention, not yet being charged, never knowing when they would be free. This is a time of intense emotion on both sides in this deeply, deeply political deal, in a war that this region has never, the likes of which the region has never seen. And so many hope that there will be an end to that war, but it's fraught with risk. But this moment is a very, very human moment.
Yeah, it is, and you can see from the reaction here, you can see from people's faces, you can see families holding each other, parents putting their arms around children, people rapt, looking at the screen, cheering, those explosive impressions of joy. When they saw just the smallest moment, the suggestion that those women were being handed over, somebody's back in a vehicle, and the way that people cheered and whooped. And while we're speaking, Lise, as well, we're staying on these live pictures of Re'im in southern Israel. We're seeing minibuses pulling up to the helicopters, because the next stage will be to take those 3 hostages to Sheba Hospital, where preparations have been put in place to receive them. And then also after that, again, as you were saying, Lise, we will see the release of 90 or so Palestinian prisoners today. And this is something that the deal has on repeat, isn't it? It's 3 phases, but this first phase, this first 6 weeks, 42 days, there's a lot of movement like this to come if all goes well, isn't there?
Yes, 3 every Saturday for the next several weeks, and then perhaps on the last Saturday at what's supposed to be the end of this first phase, the remaining alive women and children, the elderly, will be released, and then that will, the discussions, the negotiations, which are certain to be very, very difficult, far more difficult than for this first phase,